Week 4 of college football didn't deliver much chaos, but it offered plenty of standout individual performances. A few top programs stumbled, while others reinforced their early season momentum. The season is still young, but the urgency is rising, and draft boards are already shifting. Fernando Mendoza of Indiana turned potential into production, going 21 of 23 for 267 yards and 5 touchdowns against Illinois. He leads the FBS with 14 passing scores and no interceptions. At 6'5" and 225 pounds, Mendoza combines size, arm strength, and athleticism with improved accuracy and decision-making, firmly placing him in the Heisman conversation. David Bailey, edge rusher for Texas Tech, impressed against 2 of college football's top offensive tackles. He recorded 4 quarterback pressures, including a sack, in a 34-10 road win over Utah. Bailey's 6 feet 3 inches, 250-pound frame is paired with athleticism and power, and he's tied for third nationally with 26 pressures, establishing himself as a legitimate first-round candidate. Justice Haynes, Michigan's Alabama transfer, has rejuvenated his career, surpassing 100 rushing yards in every game and topping 125 in nearly all. He ran for 149 yards and a touchdown at Nebraska, with 4 runs of 50-plus yards, including a 75-yarder. Haynes combines a strong base, balance, and big play ability with pass catching and blocking skills, elevating his Day 2 draft prospects. Oregon tight end Kenyon Sadiq had his most productive game yet, catching 4 passes for 60 yards and a touchdown in a 41-7 win over Oregon State. A consistent deep threat and solid run blocker, Sadiq is a top 5 tight end in the class and a likely top 50 pick. Auburn edge rusher Keldric Faulk, a top summer prospect, continues to disrupt opposing offenses. Against Oklahoma, he tallied 7 pressures and a sack, showcasing his length, athleticism, and top-tier upside. On the other side, Florida offensive tackle Austin Barber struggled against Miami's pass rush tandem, allowing 6 pressures and posting a weak overall grade. Despite earlier success, this was a significant test he didn't quite pass. Texas Tech quarterback Behren Morton, who entered the week tied for the FBS lead in passing touchdowns, finished 12 of 19 for 143 yards with 2 interceptions before exiting due to injury, raising questions about his consistency at higher levels. Illinois defensive back Xavier Scott will miss most of the season following leg surgery. A first-team All-Big Ten nickel last season and a projected Day 2 pick, Scott's injury came at an unfortunate time, though he could return for pre-draft workouts. His absence leaves a major gap in Illinois' secondary after a tough loss to Indiana. Week 4 highlighted those who seized the moment and those who fell short, underscoring the volatility of the early college football season and the rising stakes for players and programs alike.